Previously on Marvel Midnight Suns.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you...
Your power. I can feel it. I always do. And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now. Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is... not ours.
Any more questions?
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
Arm Alpha in position!
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilith.
You were saying? Oh, God.
Exactly.
Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again. Putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
Hey guys, it's Grazer, the Autistic Gamer, back with some Marvel Midnight Suns. Last time we left off, Hunter and our heroes squared off against Venom, who was a creature the likes that Hunter had never faced before. And if it had not been for the timely intervention of our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, it could well have been the last creature she ever was going to square off against. As it was, she escaped with some minor cuts and bruises. Unfortunately for Strange, Venom swallowed the Sanctum with Wanda trapped inside, and Lilith decided to pay Wanda a quick little visit. Anyway, we are now back at the Abbey, and it's time for Hunter to get some sleep. But this being Marvel, I suspect that sweet dreams are going to be the furthest thing from what the Hunter's about to experience.
They're everywhere! We must go back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her. Only I can stop her! Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
these people, you are a being of myth and legend, a grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Yeah, more references to something going on with Agatha, and it's never a good thing when your main antagonist is making guest spots in your protagonist's dreams. But we did get waken up by a doggo, so we've got that. Let's check in with our super link. First off, we've got J. Jonah Jameson. Well, it certainly sounds like him. Trotting out the conspiracy theories about Spider-Man causing all of the problems and whether Doctor Strange is in cahoots with him, quite possibly with some kind of insurance scam. Nico, however, is gone to the other side. Lovely bit of poetry as she waxes lyrical about our man in his spider costume. And before we head out, we have got to go over and we have got to give Charlie some fussing because it would just be illegal and morally wrong not to.
Feeling good today, girl.
Lovely, that's given us 5 arcane knowledge, and that is in fact an achievement for petting Charlie 15 days in a row. And if we forget a day, then I'm not a good dog owner. Caretaker's waiting for us outside. She will have something to say to us in a moment. However, we're going to go and check on the other heroes because they have some lines regarding last night's activities.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out Blade making nice with the big guns.
I thought Caretaker told him no more guns in the house.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
So, he's supposed to be playing nice, right?
Right, and now Stark is hard at work in the forge coming up with something for the Hunter?
The Hunter needs it after that last beating.
Man, can't wait till it's my turn for an upgrade.
Prepare for a long wait.
For all of us. Or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Hey, don't take it so personally. It's not like they forgot about us.
We'll see.
So, as you can see in front of us, we have got a nice glowing orb. This is of heroic essence. These are going to randomly spawn around the abbey and the grounds. In addition to heroic essence, we could get attack essence, skill essence, gloss, or even credits. They don't give us all that much, but every little helps, as they say in Tesco.
You'll be back to your old self in no time, kiddo.
Yeah, as long as my mother doesn't appear in my dreams again.
Hunter? Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony'll start pouting if you keep him waiting too long.
Hunter. Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of Agami Ito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams.
Yeah, but there's a very distinct difference between the two.
Hunter? Do I look like a Tony?
Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter. He seemed excited.
We do like an excited Tony.
Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help.
Robbie doing his best to keep us all positive there. Anyway, Strange and Tony are having a discussion in the forge. Let's see if we can't listen in. Okay, unfortunately we couldn't get close enough to actually hear the voice lines, but I hope you enjoyed that interaction anyway. Alright, Mr. Tony, what have you got for us?
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
I do not.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Ah, the joys of sharing a workspace. And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
Could you at least tell it to stop rearranging things on my side of the cave?
I have, but it considers you something of a slob.
You know, I have a great psychiatrist in the city. Maybe you should talk to him. Although, I think he's working for Hydra right now.
Tony and Strange looking very proud, and why not? That suit does look particularly badass.
Hey!
And then they're back to their bickering. Right, game says it wants us to talk to Tony. Let's go talk to Tony.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
And we're just going to appreciate Tony's effort and get 1 friendship point.
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
Okay, and we do have a long list of questions. We're just going to go through them one by one, and there's not much more I can add here, so take it away, Tony and Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
Okay, there are a couple of bits and pieces that I can add. I think Hunter's just going to cut through that and go, yeah, what does all of that mean?
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Yeah, I think Hunter might be wary of why things have changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
Yeah, so Hunter commented on the Forge and how it had vastly changed, so let's get some more details on that.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
I think both of these bottom two would definitely be on Hunter's mind, but yeah, let's have some awe in Hunter.
I am impressed with your resourcefulness.
From where you're standing, I could see that. Still, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industries logo anytime soon.
Alright, let's delve deeper into the man that is Tony.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. It was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
Trying to get some friendship points by commenting that that is indeed a lot.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
That is all that we have for now, so we'll bid our goodbyes.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Oh, Tony has more goodies for us, and we also get 2 friendship XP. Let's quickly pop over and speak to Doctor Strange before we head over to the anvil.
Ah, Hunter. Word? Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
So the top one will cause us to lose 1 friendship XP, whilst the bottom 2 will allow us to gain 1 friendship XP. I think Hunter, being the hero, is probably going to be more concerned about Doctor Strange than she is about herself.
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And you're right, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Once again, the top one will cause us to lose friendship XP, whilst the bottom two will allow us to gain one. And again, I think Hunter is going to be trying to reassure Doctor Strange that not to blame himself.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
Okay, time to pick the good doctor's brains. Very much like with Tony, we're just going to go down the list and bask in Doctor Strange's clear knowledge.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
Yeah, and as I said in the intro, it's a creature unlike anything that Hunter's faced before, so naturally she's going to have some questions on how Eddie fits in this.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Yeah, ley lines. Know all about ley lines. No, I really don't.
Ley lines?
Often dismissed as pseudoscience in the modern day, ley lines actually represent the convergence of magical energies formed within the Earth itself. Ancient civilizations built their temples along these lines, tapping into the power flowing through them. Two such lines converge at the Sanctum's location. Needless to say, the wards benefit greatly.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
Once again, Agatha getting brought up here, and in context of something happening with Wanda, I think it's time we just straight up asked.
That must have been some accident.
Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would learn to control her immense but very raw power. As their training progressed, Wanda was encouraged to push herself further. Eventually, she pushed too far.
That doesn't really answer an awful lot, but I think we can probably infer what exactly has happened there. Anyway, I think Hunter does indeed have to be going now.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
because there's green orbs to be picked up. We got some skill essence, and we've picked up 2 friendship XP from the good doctor. Right, let us see what Tony has for us.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning, but Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think 2 can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
Okay, and as the tutorial is pointing out here, Tony can use coil material recovered in combat to create some hero abilities. Only one of the hero abilities can be selected, so it does suggest we choose wisely.
This should be quick.
Let's have a look at what it gives us.
You're welcome, Hunter.
Okay, let's reveal the 3 abilities it's given us.
I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
Don't you diss Charlie. So it's given us a quick slash, it's given us a strike from blade, and also has given us the whip. Now, as you can see in the very bottom right corner, it says we own 2 each of these. This is actually very important. Now, for this one, I think I am going to choose the whip because it's going to give us an opportunity to do some good stuff with it.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
And here is the tutorial explaining the good stuff. We have gained a copy of a currently equipped ability. If we take that to the yard, we can combine them into new, more powerful versions, which we always like in games. Just had a little pop-up in the bottom right. It says we've got a new post on the super link. Let's see who is being very chatty. It is Blade. And he is coming from a place of anxiety and annoyance at how not to keep a clean bathroom. Let's go off to the yard. So just going to quickly pop off here. Just want to quickly show you. We have these little extra little star symbols, which means we can inspect different elements within the world. That's just going to give us some various gifts. It might be glass, might be arcane knowledge, it might just be straight up XP. As you see here, we've also got a floating tarot card. Spoiler alert, they have been very much marvelized. These are dotted around all over the abbey and the grounds. We're going to come back and we're going to mop all them up in here at least later on. This is already a very dialogue heavy episode, so we, believe it or not, we still have more to go. And this time, Blade wants to have a chat.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
Yes, inevitably Hunter is going to have questions, but they are going to be about Blade himself.
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Well, she probably inevitably did. However, because the top option is going to give us 2 friendship XP, that is the one we're going to go with. And it also does give a little bit of a different answer than what the summary suggests.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
And that's why Blade is happily giving us friendship XP. Alright, let's jump in asking Blade about Blade.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey, something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
I guess that's all we're getting out of Blade about Blade. Let's ask him about his association with the Midnight Suns.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Ooh, that sounds like it might be linked to this friendship XP that we're gaining.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
All of them, but let's start with the top.
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anybody else?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anybody else?
Blade is indeed a good friend there. What about magic?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Who else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Who else?
No, I think that covers everybody.
Nobody else.
Sure.
So let's ask him about the wider team.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
Yeah, I think we should probably train. We've asked all our questions. So, bring it on, Blade.
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Anyway, we have gained some 2 XP with Blade, which is nice, and now we are going to get to upgrade that ability we talked about earlier. So as you can see, we have to come to the yard, we go to upgrade our abilities.
Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
And as the tutorial says, if we possess 2 copies of an ability, they can be combined. If a hero has an ability that can be upgraded, we'll have a little star icon in the top right hand corner. We will give that a click, and then we can see upgrade available. As you see, we can upgrade our whip card, which will reduce the heroism cost from 1 to 0, and will also in fact then apply 5 damage in of itself, plus whatever is inflicted as a result of launching them into whatever object we decide we're going to throw them in. Just quickly show you the slash, as it says here, it says an additional unequipped copy of this ability is required to upgrade it.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
So again, just reinforcing what it has said, you have to have 1 equipped, 1 unequipped copy, and then we can upgrade our ability. But whip is the only one that we can do, so... And then we've also gained some training XP as well. There's a lot of things that we gain XP for in this game.
Later.
Now, looks like Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, wants to have a little chat with us. But before we do that, we have more orbs. We've got some heroic S's here. We've got some credits. Lovely. Okay, Blade. It says Blade has something he wants to say. That is actually a small glitch. If we were to talk to him, he wouldn't actually have anything for us. So we are going to go...
What's shaking?
...to Captain Marvel and see what Carol wants to say to us.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
So whilst Hunter may well be inclined to go with questioning everybody's approach to the situation, that would in fact lose us a friendship XP. The top 2 would give us 1 friendship XP, and I think Hunter is probably itching for some payback.
The Venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
That thing's tougher than a Flurkin furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
So let's just grab this opportunity to get another friendship XP and say, well, why don't we just start now?
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, And Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Welcome back from the dead. Like, thanks, as if I knew reminding that I was stone cold in a crypt somewhere. Okay, we are going to go and find Captain Marvel in the said war room. Last time we were there, it was just all packed up in cardboard and wooden boxes. So let's see what it looks like now.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
Tony out of his depth. Let's talk to Captain Marvel.
The signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
I think I actually own some property near the area Blade was scouting. I hope Hydra hasn't been squatting in one of my warehouses. We'll never hear the end of it. Excited for another mission? I'm excited. And I'm probably not even going.
You're just lucky Tony knows how to reach me. It's hard to explain exactly how far out I was in terms of this space-time.
Oh, more glowy orbs. Alright, we're just going to head over to the mirror table. We're going to take a look at our mission, but we're not actually going to do it today. That can be for our next part. Apologies, I know there wasn't any action, but this game, as I said, has a lot of dialogue, but I think it works. It helps, really said, flesh out the universe. I've said that a couple of times. I'll probably say it again many times more during this series. But as you can see, we are going to be taking on the mission Faustian Bargain next time we come back. Looks like we're going to get some rewards, going to get a gamma core and an artifact, two things we love. So join us next time. I'm hoping the next video will be out in the next 2 weeks, but my recording schedule at the moment is a little bit all over the place. I'm trying to... Work is very, very busy at the moment, so my evenings aren't really as free. And weekends at the moment, if they've been like what they have been this weekend, I spent most of it sleeping. Gotta rest. Make sure you have your rest, people. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Oh, don't forget, I also stream as well, so come over to Twitch and we'll play some Lego Star Wars. Anyway, I'll see you guys very soon in the next chapter of Marvel Midnight Suns. You You guys take care, and bye-bye.